Yeah. Was that okay? Yeah, you can cut off some. My name is Reuben Thomas. I'm the Associate Director of the Bioinformatics core. I grew up in Hyderabad, a city in southern India. And from there, I moved to Bombay, now called Mumbai, which is the financial and movie industry capital of India, for my undergraduate degree in engineering at the Indian Institute of Technology. My transition from engineering, specifically mechanical engineering, to the Gladstone Institutes, where we are trying to understand human disease, may seem a little strange. So while shopping around for a PhD thesis, a conversation between my PhD advisor and a professor in the chemical and biological engineering department at Northwestern led me to focus my research on the application of mathematical optimization techniques to solve the problem of gene regulatory network inference. So this was my first foray into biology ever. And this further led me to a postdoc position at the National Institute of Health. While at Cal, I was finishing up my research there. I was looking for a more permanent position where I could further develop my skills, and in terms of applying it to broader disease domains. And there was an open position in the bioinformatics core. And I am so grateful to Alicia Holloway, Katie Pollard, and others who interviewed me and accepted me into the Gladstone family. Because here I am 10 years later and still loving every bit of the time I am here. I spend here. I love the fact that the people here at Gladstone are really genuinely interested in their research area, not just motivated by the possibility of understanding basic science, but also the plausibility of gaining a cure for a once intractable human disease. The other aspect of what I love about Gladstone is my independence in proposing and suggesting ideas and solutions is really valued by almost anyone that I speak to. And last, but definitely not the very least, I am so grateful and feel so blessed to be in a group of really talented statisticians, bioinformaticians, and software engineers that make up the bioinformatics core. And this is just not me speaking in a biased way, but you can just look at the awards that people in our group have received in the recent years. While the work I do here at Gladstone spans different disease domains, I would say that my real contribution to the efforts at understanding and curing human disease is in terms of the statistical expertise that I provide in terms of designing appropriate experiments, designing the analysis to answer the questions driving the research, and then also interpreting the findings. So being in the bioinformatics core, we do have the opportunity of at any given point, working with and working through collaborations across multiple labs within Gladstone, across labs within UCSF, and even with the industry. Particular collaborations that really excite me, that really motivate me, is when I'm given a good background about the biology being studied, about not just, and it's also important to know why the specific question being asked is important, but broadly in the field, like what is known, what is unknown, how does the experiments being considered for in this given collaboration help answer a question that is not known. And it's so exciting to have that opportunity to be at the cutting edge of not just understanding disease biology, but also further developing methods, thinking about the right techniques, given that we are having newer techniques being developed that generates different data with its own peculiar characteristics that one has to think carefully about how to statistically model them. My advice to someone who's considering getting into these fields is to spend some time sincerely studying the theory and also the intuition underlying many of the methods being implemented in these fields. And so it's important, as someone who's tasked with identifying a solution to a given problem, that you can choose the right approach in an objective fashion, and that means you have an intuitive explanation of why a given statistical or computational approach is the right approach to address a given biological question with the kind of data that is at hand. I read a lot of fiction and non-fiction. I recently finished rereading this amazing novel in verse titled Golden Gate. So obviously it's set in San Francisco by Vikram Seth. Apart from reading, I enjoy hiking. I enjoy taking walks in our wonderful city of San Francisco with its diverse and really different neighborhoods, stairways, and amazing natural beauty, all encompassed in a 7 by 7 mile area.